Hello and welcome to Crypto Talks. In this video series, we will talk about the global income coin and the proof of identity network, which aims to provide a green consensus protocol for all blockchains. But prior to that, we want to discuss with a critical approach the current status of the blockchain industry to understand better why blockchain is not really moving forward as hyped and as expected. So Andrea Dallaval from Global Income Coin is joining us for this discussion. Hi and welcome to the channel, Andrea.
Hi, thank you very much for having me here.
No problem at all, no problem, it's good to have you. So Andrea, blockchain is capitalized at $2 trillion in aggregate. Many projects gained significant traction in 2021, and there is a booming interest in the technology. Isn't this a flourishing industry overall?
I'm a blockchain lover, of course. I'm part of this industry, but I'm also very critical about the gap between the hype of blockchain and what blockchain has actually delivered so far. Blockchain industry is probably the industry which benefited of the largest amount of capital in the recent years, yet delivered the least amount of viable products. Now you might say that 2 trillion of market capitalization is a lot of money, but now let us consider that half of it is basically covered by Bitcoin, which came for free. The remaining trillion is made of other projects, which did receive a lot of finances, of course. And to formulate a rough estimate of the amount of capital received in the recent years, we have to consider that only in 2017, and only through the ICO, $850 billion flocked into the industry. On top of that, we have to add the capital received from venture capitalists. And that is only for 2017. Then we have 2018, 19, 20, and 21. So I think it is reasonable to estimate the total inflow in the industry in the region of few trillions. Yet, the industry itself is probably capitalized only at 1 trillion when excluding Bitcoin. Now, this doesn't sound a great balance sheet to me. It doesn't sound a very exciting ROI.
That's interesting. I mean, it is widely accepted, that a significant number of ICOs were scams or, at least not delivering. But major projects in blockchain are constantly gaining traction and evolving into a more refined technology. So, I mean, wouldn't you agree on that?
To a certain extent, yes, but not quite. It just seems to me to be a continuative narrative that never maintains the promises. Bitcoin, for example, was supposed to be a decentralized cryptocurrency and to replace the banking system. But after 12 years, only 3% of the population of the planet owns crypto, and less than 0.1% actively use them. And no decentralized network has been so far. In 2016, the Lightning Network, a decentralized sublayer upon the Bitcoin network, was the next narrative. Bitcoin would have been adopted everywhere. You would have bought the cigarettes at the local shops with Bitcoin. Eventually, they did something, but fees are still high, and I don't see a wide adoption, nor the decentralized network. The Internet of Things promised to revolutionize the entire supply chain, storing data on a decentralized network. Didn't happen at all. Didn't show any decentralized network. In 2017, Polkadot raised 300 million. Promising to connect all blockchains. 5 years have passed, nothing valuable have been shown yet. Next narrative in 2018, the incredibly revolutionary season of tokenization. The new economy would have tokenized all types of assets so that tokens can be traded on a decentralized network. It failed miserably. No asset was ever tokenized, and again, we saw no decentralized network.
Do you not think, I mean, obviously it was 3 years ago that they started that. Do you not think that as a concept could still grow? You know, so, you know, it's 3-4 years ago that got released. From then, do you think they would still be able to develop that into something else and into something better?
Just that nothing has been delivered in 4 years. Not a single asset was ever tokenized. It seems something everyone has forgotten about it. And that because the industry moved to the next narrative, Web 2.0, the idea of disrupting the current centralized internet with a decentralized network. Again, nothing was delivered, but a few months later, they moved to Web 3.0. And again, we didn't see anything valuable in the form of a viable product and no decentralized network whatsoever. Then we had DeFi, and now the last narratives are NFTs and crypto gaming. These are just fine, other than there is no decentralized network backing them. But allow me to make a comment. How disillusionary is to start a journey branding the disruption of the banking system and eventually land on collectibles and gaming.
I see your point. I just think, do you not think they have, because every time they've released something new, do you not think they've learned from the last and then they're developing it to a point? So for example, there's never been so much, I suppose, like interest with NFTs. Like NFTs, so many people are like building businesses around NFTs now and investing really heavily in NFTs. Like, do you think that is just a hype, or do you think like, do you think that's the next hype, or do you think that is actually progressed from all of the other things that have come before it?
Well, I like NFTs. Actually, NFT is one of the first projects actually delivering what they promised. And the same for DeFi. DeFi, I think there is, as I said, I think there is a bright future for DeFi. And also Ethereum. Ethereum is, I think, after a few years in which they probably were not very clear about the path to take forward, and probably they try different solutions. I think now they are on the right track. So I really like them, but my criticism is that all these things are infrastructure. What is still missing, and nobody is taking care of it, are the foundation of this infrastructure. And the foundation of this infrastructure has to be a decentralized network. And this decentralized network cannot come from proof of work and proof of stake. Because as we already said in previous videos, proof of work and proof of stake fail to achieve decentralization. They are the playground of a few entities, few corporations, and that basically makes the meaning of blockchain meaningless and inefficient.
That's interesting. So how can blockchain technology provide real value to individuals then? You know, like if capital is flowing to blockchain, what is still missing to accomplish viable products?
The decentralized network.
Okay.
If we can move this current blockchain onto a decentralized network, then suddenly all would make sense. Then suddenly we would, and particularly if this decentralized network also incentivize adoption and participation, then we will see more adoption. Then we will see these projects growing and be diffused, spread out, a much wider group of people using this project, because the network itself is decentralized and based on individuals. So yeah, I think what is missing is definitely a decentralized network.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I see your point. So proof of identity is based on a network made of individuals, therefore it has a strong transaction to adopt. But when it comes to store of value, isn't Bitcoin the best digital asset for that purpose?
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I believe the recent facts of these days actually bring another evidence of that.
Right.
We have just recently, yesterday and the day before, we saw Kazakhstan, riots in Kazakhstan. Now, Kazakhstan, for those who don't know it, is the second nation in terms of Bitcoin mining. And in reflection to these riots, the government has shut down the network, and therefore the hash rate output of the Bitcoin network has plunged minus 30%. In reflection to that, we see Bitcoin value, Bitcoin price down 15%. Now, this is just not the first episode of this kind. Last year, we saw the same with China. China entirely, definitely banned crypto mining, and hash rate plunged minus 40, minus 50%, and the same did Bitcoin. So to me, it's unacceptable and unthinkable that your possession, your financial possession, rely on crypto mining. This is something which expose everyone asset to a very risky chance.
Mm. So do you think we can have Bitcoin on all other existing, can we have Bitcoin and like all other existing cryptos run under like the proof of identity, or do you think that we need new cryptos altogether?
No, I definitely think that all the existing cryptos might stay the same, but be run under the proof of identity protocol. And this is exactly what we are proposing as proof of identity to the rest of the industry. I like to point out that with the proof of identity, current holdings, current wallets just stay the same. The proof of identity provide a new consensus protocol, but this provision is for the current blockchain. And we really envisage a future in which these blockchains join our movement and are freed from proof of work and proof of stake.
Mm. Yeah, that is interesting actually. So proof of identity doesn't like affect like current crypto holders. It's just like an additional airdrop, as it were. Yeah, nice. Okay, so yeah, so then thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for the next episode of the series, where we'll be talking about how the proof of identity works and how a decentralized network is achieved. If you did like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and visit Proof of Identity website for more information. But that's it from us today, and thanks for watching.